feel like posting content on YouTube feels like you're screaming into the void? You're pouring in valuable time, effort, resources into videos that are barely even cracking the double digits in terms of reviews. But on top of that, you're swamped with a million other things, tasks, to-dos, because you're also building your business at the same time. I want to chat about something that seems minor, but I promise it makes a huge difference: your video descriptions. Hi guys, I'm Sarah. I'm a YouTube growth strategist and SEO expert. I work with busy founders to leverage their YouTube channels for lead generation without the overwhelm, and not in a hack the algorithm kind of a way. It's really about understanding how people, or your ideal audience, searches for content on YouTube and how YouTube's algorithm works to help them. So in this video, I'm going to share with you why YouTube SEO even matters for your busy startup, why your content is invisible to the people who really need to see it the most, how you can find your keywords, how you can optimize your video descriptions in less than 10 minutes per video, and I'm going to share with you an action plan that you can immediately implement to any video for discoverability. So let's visualize for a moment that your YouTube channel is like a collection of books in a massive digital library. No matter how insightful or amazing your content is, if it's not properly cataloged and indexed, people are never going to be able to find it. That's really where YouTube SEO comes in. It's not just that it's nice to have, it's really like using the library cataloging system. Your potential viewers can either waste their time wandering around the library aisles, aka scrolling through completely unrelated content or sifting through content that's semi-related, or you can utilize SEO to make it easier for your viewers to be led directly to you, regardless of how vast the sea of content is. Let's be honest, as a founder, your time is precious. Every minute spent on content needs to deliver ROI. But the painful truth is, without proper SEO, you're basically invisible to your ideal customers. It's like building the most epic sandcastle ever, only to have the tide wash in and completely demolish it before anybody even got to see it. So why does YouTube matter so much? Well, because in the world of search engines, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and that's right after Google. Unlike social media, where algorithms are constantly changing, search engines like YouTube are consistently rewarding good quality and relevant content by making it more discoverable by the right people over time. The best part is that YouTube is completely free advertisement. Unlike paid ads that stop working the second that you stop paying, SEO is the gift that just keeps on giving. A video that's well optimized is going to keep driving traffic to your channel for months and even years after posting. So what that really means for a resource-strapped startup with a really lean team is it's the definition of how you can work smarter and not harder. So really, what is the main issue? Well, most founders treat YouTube descriptions as an afterthought oftentimes. Maybe they'll drop their video, write a couple generic sentences, maybe add in a link to their website and call it. Now, in this screenshot, you can see that this is a video about updates to a specific video editor tool, but there's a huge missed opportunity in this description. Yes, it tells you that you have more control in your editing now, which is fantastic, but it's missing vital components that are needed to help the right audience discover this content and realistically this tool in the first place. Essentially, it's like building a store in the perfect location, but you forget to put up any signs that tell people what you're even selling. Your potential clients and customers are out there and they're actively searching for your solutions to their problems that your product really solves. But without SEO, YouTube has no way of connecting those dots to help them out. So because the algorithm can't watch your video, it has to rely on the metadata that you are giving it to help it understand what your content's about. So metadata is things like your title, description, keywords, tags, etc. So without the right keywords and content structure in your description, basically you're going to continue to be invisible to the exact people who are wanting and trying to find you. So how can we fix this? Well, first we want to identify what are your main keywords. These are not going to be just random words. They're specific phrases that your ideal customers are actually typing into the search bar. There are a number of different tools that you can use to help you identify which keywords are ranking and which ones you should really be using in your videos. But how exactly do you identify what these keywords are? Well, we can simplify things by starting with these 3 steps. So first you want to list out what problems your product is solving, but be very specific. Instead of thinking something generic like video editing, maybe think something more specific like adding automatic video subtitles using AI. Second, you can use some free tools like Google Trends to help you check keyword search terms and how they're ranking, what the volume is for those. Or also tools like vidIQ and TubeBuddy, they do offer free tiers for data that is YouTube specific. And third, you want to look at your competitors' most successful videos. What keywords are they targeting? We don't want to just copy them though. We want to find the gaps that they have missed that you can really leverage for your own content. Now, in this next example, I'm going to be referencing this video from Veed Studio about how to add music for YouTube Shorts. You might want to create a simple table for your own competitor analysis. Here, I created columns for our video title, keywords that we see that they're using, view count for each video individually, and then also some potential opportunities that we've spotted that maybe they've missed that we can capitalize upon. Now, in regards to the keywords, remember, you are not looking for the broadest terms with the highest search volume. Just because there's high search volume does not mean that that's a keyword that we should be utilizing. Generic words like music, video editing, YouTube Shorts, monetization, those are really going to be practically impossible for you to get your videos seen because there's way too much competition and much larger channels that are already ranking for those keywords. What we want to do is look for specific targeted phrases where you can actually rank and reach the audience that needs and wants exactly what it is that you offer. Think of it like fishing. It's going to be better to cast your net where there are only a few people, but loads of fish. Now, we want to transform your descriptions from afterthoughts into really discovery engines. So here's my easy snap framework that will take you less than 10 minutes to implement for your videos. First, you want to state the problem, note the benefits, add our timestamps, and then prompt an action from the audience with a clear CTA. Now, using the same Veed Studio video as our reference point, for our first paragraph, we really want to hook our viewers with a specific problem that we are looking to solve for them. In here, you want to incorporate your primary keywords naturally into your first sentences. So for this video in their description, I've highlighted in red the primary keywords that they are honing in on. Phrases like add music to your YouTube Shorts, copyright issues, trending sounds, copyright-free music, and monetize your shorts. These are going to be their primary keywords that they've selected that are going to help them rank the highest for this video. In the second paragraph, we want to really expand upon what our audience is going to learn from watching this video. And in this, we want to also include secondary keywords. Now, we're not stuffing a turkey. We don't want to just cram a bunch of words in there. We want to do it naturally because remember, we're optimizing for humans, not for computers. So for our second paragraph, for the content, we want to note the benefits with secondary keywords. Secondary keywords are typically going to be a bit longer than your primary keywords. It's really going to be like a subheading to a newspaper article, whereas your primary keywords are going to be the main title or the main heading that's going to be really eye-catching. So for their secondary keywords, we have terms and phrases like YouTube mobile app, Veed's online video editor, choose, add, and sync music. Now in our third paragraph, we're going to add timestamps with keywords for different sections of the video. This is going to help not only with giving us another opportunity for adding in keywords, but it's really going to help with viewer retention. So when somebody comes and clicks on your video, they're able to automatically skip ahead to the parts that are going to be more relevant for them. Maybe instead of clicking on the video, not immediately receiving the value that they're expecting and then clicking away, which is ultimately going to hurt your click-through rate, which also affects YouTube recommending your content for future viewers. And then in our final paragraph, we want to include a clear call to action. You're going to want to give relevant links, so this way your audience knows how to find you and the tools that you are actually offering. You could also include links for any additional resources, so maybe some related videos, any product links, how your audience can engage with and stay in touch with you via maybe Instagram or LinkedIn or X. This CTA in particular is missing a few opportunities, but they do provide a link to their music library, which is relevant to the content of this video in particular. So now let me show you a practical example. Here's a video description that I optimized a while back for a client that went from being fairly generic to being much more targeted. You can read through, but it starts off by giving a brief description of what the video is about, who is the founder and creator of this company. There are a few typos in this video, but it's not really the biggest deal. The thing thing that we really want to focus in on is how we can optimize it to be more specific and targeted for the audience. So here you can see in the optimized version, it addresses specific pain points in the very first. We have our first paragraph stating the problem. Next, we have noting the benefits. Third, we have adding our timestamps down here. And then this CTA is sandwiched in between paragraphs 2 and 3 by asking the audience to engage with us, sharing a comment down below. But there are also CTAs down at the bottom where the audience is able to book a consultation call with this founder or with his team. The beauty is that this takes less than 10 minutes per video, but it can drastically increase your discoverability. Essentially, it's like hiring a 24/7 salesperson who's working for you for free. Now, remember our library metaphor that we talked about earlier. YouTube SEO is just about making sure your content is properly cataloged, indexed, and placed on the right shelves so the right readers can find it. It's not about hacking the system. It's really just about clear communication in terms of what your content is providing so that YouTube can match that content with the audience who really needs it. So here's your action plan. Identify 5 to 10 core keywords relevant for what your company is offering. Update one of your most recent video descriptions using the SNAP framework that we went through earlier in the video. And then track on YouTube Studio which keywords are driving the most traffic and really double down on those for future videos. And remember, the founders who succeed on YouTube are not necessarily those with the biggest budgets or the fanciest production. It's the ones who understand how to get discovered by the right audience, because discoverability trumps production value every time. I'd love to hear how these strategies work for you. Please feel free to reach out directly with any questions that you might have. If you liked this content or you found it helpful, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, click to get notified for more growth strategies. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.